Started our journey Milngavie to Rowardennan about 6 a.m. from a Douglas Street, and we go under the arch with massive arch saying West Highland Way. There is a sign posted for West Highland Way, details of the stopovers for the legs. Some people do in 7 to 8 legs. And on the right hand side, on the wall, is a beautiful artwork displaying all the viewpoints we are going to see while our trip of this beautiful West Highland Way. So this is just the start of the Mugduck Country Park, and we're going through the Mugduck Wood. Four mile you reach one of the beautiful cottage with sign posted. You have done 4 mile and 92 miles still to go from there. So then you pass a gate on path. On the right hand side, wooded knoll of Damgoich, and right on the front and behind is Damgoind. It's a clear path. You start going on the path opened up, then a little bit descent on right hand side. You will see Glengoyne Distillery. After passing distillery shortly, you will arrive at beech tree in Scottish ponies welcomed us there, and some goats were sitting outside enjoying the sun. This weather. We stopped for a little while on this beautiful stopover and had our tea. After having tea, we just crossed A81. Sometimes it's so busy, so you need to be a little bit careful when you're passing A81. There is a gate, and after passing gate, you're on 81 path straight. Go to one of the places, honesty box on the right hand side. You can get water from a fridge and leave your money over there. Then West Highland Way leads through a grassy field, climbing along the top of the ridge at first, and then it's a plain long walk on a smooth, quite rocky path. Eventually you arrived near the Conic Hill, because we are going from the left, took the right hand side behind the Conic Hill, which is a proper route. Some people take on the left hand side to do a shortcut, but we've never done any shortcut, so we reached from the right towards the Conic Hill. It's a beautiful view from the side of the Conic Hill of Loch Lomond. From the summit, you can see a clear view. It was a very busy day on the summit. Day was clear, and due to lockdown, so many people came to to do this path, they usually start from a Balmaha car park and come here. On descending on left hand side, we just passed Balmaha boatyard. Sun came out. It's a beautiful day, and its view was amazing and fantastic views. It's a little breeze over there. In this area, actually Kinlochleven area is in the lambing season between April to early May. Is a temporary sign they usually post that dogs are not allowed during this time. Then eventually we arrived at the destination, Rowardennan and Rowardennan Lodge, Rowardennan. So some people stayed there, pitch tent, Rowardennan Hotel or Milngavie Bank House, which is all extremely busy in season. So you need to book in advance if you want to stay in a hotel. Okay, we started our second day from Milngavie car park, which is Rowardennan Visitor Center, and there is a toilet facility available over there as well. And from here, we start walking just beside the lock on the side, the lock on our left hand side. After passing Visitor Center, you walk towards the youth hostel. Passing this youth hostel, eventually you go a little bit right hand side, and then coming down from the steps, you pass the footbridge. After passing this footbridge, path is actually quite narrow path, and up and down on several places. There are some wooden steps on way, and several footbridges. The boggy sector of the path. To be honest, path is very well maintained, and wherever you go, you can see here there's a wooden path. So eventually you reach on the Lochloman on one side. On the far side you can see Arthur and mountain, and then you pass waterfall. Here on a waterfall, we done a little bit refreshing ourselves, had a water, and continued our journey through forest bit. This forest bit, there were midges attacking us if we were stopping. So it not allowed midge, but there was still annoying us. After passing another footbridge, we arrived just before the one of the campsite. People, some of the walkers just pitch a tent here and stayed. After passing this beautiful waterfall, we arrived at Inveroran. From Inveroran Hotel and Piers. Here you had a stunning view of a roaring waterfall on the Arctic water, which comes from Kinlochleven, and in Inveroran, the cruise boat often drops visitors for a short time. From here you left towards path, and you arrived at Rowardennan Cave. The climb steeply and descend a flight of rough stones before you arrive to the caves. This is where the famous outlaw allegedly held his captives. Path Inveroran Reserve, a bridge leads to another short rough with a high flight of wood steps. Soon this path climb away from the log over a easier grassy terrain east of Craig Mahadit. Summer ferry available for Ardleach for crossing, detouring to Ardloy from here. After a walk, then you arrive to Benglass farm campsite. From a Benglass farm, you walk beside the river Falach, and from here the other side is Falls of Falach. But if you want a view of Falls of Falach, that's from the other side. It's a fantastic view now from this end. After passing railway bridge, you turn towards left. It's a stunning path under the railway and follow the path. Road to the right to reach a section of the old main road. Turn right along it, and after a stile pass under the A82 via a tunnel. So after passing this tunnel, right, old track which climbs gently across grazing land, and from here there is a path marks, and we decided to go to Crianlarich because over stop here. We usually West Highland where people usually left, and this is the end of our second day, so we arrived at Crianlarich. Here we go. We done about 54 miles, and we started our journey from Kinlochleven to Inveroran. So from Crianlarich car park, we just passed by Kinlochleven railway station and turned right, and under the road the path goes a little bit uphill, and we started the journey from here to the forest. From here it's a quite steep bit in the forest. Eventually you arrive on the same path of the West Highland way, which intersect from the people coming behind, and a little bit going up there is a bench lying, and it's a beautiful view you can have here. After passing the footbridge, you can have a view of Benmore, Rowardennan and Crianlarich. After crossing the footbridge, it's the RV bund. And then you come down under the old railway bridge, and soon you will be crossing A82. After crossing A82, past by River Fillen, you arrived at the St. Fillen Priory. Which is dated from 13th century, and passed by a waterfall and you have a view, a beautiful Ben Doran. Today it's a little bit cloudy and the summit of Ben Doran was covered in clouds. We never had a full view of Ben Doran. Here the railway line view crosses what the stream goes from Glasgow to Malek. People traveling to Skye, they usually take the stream and then eventually take a ferry from Malek. So keep going on this straightforward path. On one side is A82. Bridge of Orkney railway station. From here you cross road carefully and arrived at Bridge of Orkney Hotel. After crossing this water, it's a beautiful stunning view of Bridge of Orkney Hotel, and you go towards, after passing the bridge towards left on the high path. Path goes quite steep and then eventually arrived on one of the small summit, the beautiful view of Loch Tulla on your right hand side, and you can see far from Ben Otter and Ben Doran on the back. Here we had a little bit rest on this beautiful spot. Inveroran Hotel Cottage, beautiful wildlife there. Eventually we arrived at the car park and put your tent here for a night stay. So this is the end of our third leg. Day 4 of West Highland Way. Today we are doing Inveroran to Kinlochleven. It's going to be 18.3 miles. So we started from a car park of the campsite. People usually put their tent on and then you cross Victoria Bridge. After passing this gate is a little bit forest walk and then it's a clear path and you passed one of the bun. After passing bun is a clear view towards mountain towards the King's House. Quite long path from here, to be honest. It's a little bit navigation skill you need because some of the path goes left and right. You should have a map with you in this bit. Surface of the path is quite good, mostly with set stones. Weather was a little bit misty today, and then eventually we arrived at the Glencoe ski resort. From the Glencoe ski resort you turn across the road. After crossing road carefully, it's a busy road, you will arrive at King's House. This King's House in 1746 it was used as a barracks by the Duke of Cumbernauld, and we met few friends and they're going to join us on our from Altenfeda to Kinlochleven. So we left the King's House. On the left hand side is a beautiful stunning view of Bukhali at a moor. From here is a straightforward journey. Here's a sign posted for Kinlochleven and the Devil's Staircase. After crossing a wooden bridge, this path goes steep. It's called the Devil's Staircase. To be honest, after doing this vlog, we've done a few steep bits previously, so it wasn't that difficult as we were expecting. After arriving on the 550 meter, there is a 2 cairns of the summer, and you descend down and cross a few bunds, and after crossing bun, path goes towards the Kinlochleven village. So you can have a view of the Blackwater Reservoir can be seen from the right hand side, and the beautiful stunning views of mountain peaks of the Mamros beyond Kinlochleven, and eventually arrived near Kinlochleven, and there is a dam, and excess water goes, beautiful scene of like waterfall. So we stopped for a little while on this dam and head towards the Kinlochleven. After passing pipes, when the track bends left to the west by land, we keep right along the Blackwater Hostel. So we arrived a bit early, so we decided to go to the Greymere waterfall. It's a stunning waterfall in Kinlochleven. It's a stunning view. So then we decided to stay in one of the hotels there. It's just across from Goa. Okay, hooray! It's the final day, 5th day from Kinlochleven to Fort William. So after having a breakfast and good night's sleep, we just crossed a bridge over the river Leven and head north along the main Lochbar Road. Eventually West Highland path goes steep through the forest, and after passing a burn, you arrive one of the beautiful viewpoint. If you look back to the village of Kinlochleven, it's a beautiful stunning view. From here you go straight, eventually arrive view of the conical mountain. Ahead is Benna Cleach, subsidiary peak of Mamna Glennen. Trek head up to Glen of Alt Northridge, and you arrived at across the watershed. And reach the old ruin of Tegna Asleigh Birch, with a great peak of Stop Bend towards behind, and then eventually path go a little bit up just before you have a full view of Ben Nevis in front of you. So you reached the highest point on this end. And it's a stunning, amazing view of Ben Nevis from here. Then you start descending down towards Fort William. So after crossing a footbridge path, go down and keep descending through the forest. Then eventually after a descent, so you go through a forest bit and then path again ascent. At this point our legs were really tired and shattered, and it was very hard to continue, but we still obviously there's still quite a few miles left, so we were continued our journey after a little rest here. Ben Nevis on the right hand side, and we can see Fort William from here. Through the forest again, and arrive after passing one of the farmland. It's a road, tarmac road comes, and you turn left from that tarmac road, and about 2.5 kilometers you arrived at the final destination. So this is the old finishing point of West Highland Way, but what you nowadays is the new sign. It's in the city center here. We arrived at the final destination. It's an amazing feeling. We've done the West Highland Way. Amazing journey, an epic journey. Everyone had a joy and unforgettable moment.